So one day, my pastor asked me to get more in the game. He said, Ryan, you should really be doing other things and having more purpose with your life. And I was like, yeah, I'm just trying to come in on Sunday and get out of here and not be asked to do a bunch of stuff. And he said, are you in a small group? You need to get in a small group. And I'm thinking, weird. I'm not trying to show up at people's houses that I don't know and be in a small group and tell them about my life. But anyway, I took what he said to heart, and he talked to me about something called mentoring, where basically you're just having intentional conversations with the people you already know. Your family, your kids, your wife, your friends at work, or anybody else that you run into. So he introduced me to some resources to use online to sort of foster dialogue and conversations with my friends. And at first I thought, it's really organized. Is somebody going to want to be a part of a structured conversation? More importantly, who am I going to even find that wants to do that? I can get it done with my family and kids, but my friends. The interesting thing is, though, I have a lot of people already in my life that are talking to me about things that are important to me. One guy in particular is always talking about his marriage. The bumps and bruises sort of he takes and the conversations that they have about it. And it's easy as a friend to kind of tend to side with them. Oh man, are you kidding me? She can't let you go to the game? We can't go? You gotta put your foot down, man. Who's wearing the pants in that family? Fact of the matter is, that's just not very constructive. So we're already setting the table for the kind of conversations that we should be having. But a lot of times I found myself not really being much of a friend at all, or very helpful at all. So that changed when one day we're talking on the phone, I'm driving home, and he's going, what was me? And I said, you know what? I'm gonna give this a shot. I was a little nervous to do it, but what do I have to lose? He's obviously talking to me for a reason. I said, listen, hey, you know what? There's a marriage video online I'd like you to watch with me. And I think we could kind of talk about some of the things that might help you solve some of these issues in your marriage. I think you'd probably be better off for it. So what ends up happening is he and I start meeting once a week. We just go out and have coffee or whatever. We'd watch a video there 3, maybe 4 minutes long. There's some sort of pre-made questions that kind of spur a conversation, in case you need them. And so we kind of just started coming up with game plans on how to fix the little things, how we could be more kind at home or more helpful at home, how we could have more positive communication and those kinds of things. Well, the surprising thing to me was that after a month of meeting with my friend, weekly and having these intentional conversations, it's really been reciprocal. It's really started to change and reformat my life at home, particularly in this instance with my marriage. My wife doesn't mind me being around as much as she used to when I'd come home on vacation. Now I have purpose. I got lots of friends with all kinds of issues. Some people have marriage issues, financial issues, they're struggling raising their kids or whatever else, and they're always coming up. Not always coming up, but there's plenty of opportunities to get involved in conversations like that and give them constructive feedback, really. Have a framework to work from that points them in the right direction. Really what they're looking for is truth. And now I've got a resource to give them truth. So 20 years from now, the people I know and love, the people that know me, the people that show up to my funeral, hopefully that's quite a while from now, I'm hoping, they're not going to remember about the spreadsheets I put together, the financial projections I beat in June. They're not going to remember about the bonus check I chased all year long. What they're going to remember is the impact that I've had on their lives. I think we all really know that deep down. What did I do to affect these people's lives and give them a tool to use for the rest of their lives?